Financial freedom means something different to everyone, but for me, that meant reaching a certain level of net worth in my life that I felt comfortable, never ever having to work for someone else again. So at age 28, I had reached that milestone. I had purchased 2 real estate properties. I had a good load of stocks and savings that I had kept and really prepared for that moment. Because around my mid-20s, I started realizing that working for someone else was not all that enjoyable. What I saw in the corporate world made me crave freedom more than anything, especially as a working woman. I saw things specifically in a female light of, well, what if one day I want to have kids? I don't want to be working a W-2 job. Like, you see how hard these people have to work, come into the office 5 days a week. Remember, I started my sales career in a time in the world where there was no such thing as remote work. So at that time, I realized I don't want to work for other people for the long haul, because that sucks. It sucks for so many reasons, especially if you're a woman in sales, but that's a different topic for a different day. My point here is that dream of freedom drove me to seek it through financial means in terms of building up net worth. Building up net worth is the fastest way to actually claim freedom over your lifestyle, because then you can choose how you want to live your life. So because I had real estate assets, because they were real estate assets that were rentals, I was able to have some sort of way to sustain myself as I figured it out. Because obviously being self-employed and living on your own without a job is its own very interesting dynamic. And of course, for me, I don't want to stop at just like 1 million. It's certainly not my best work. I have a lot more millions that I can make, potentially 7 to 8 figures, 8 to 9 figures by the end of it all, right? By the time I die, assuming I can live past the age of 70, I hope to be at least in the 8 to 9 figure range, right? To get to that range, obviously the first step is leaving behind a job. So for me, financially free means I can afford not to work, but that doesn't mean I'm going to retire and sail off into a van. That's why I don't really resonate with like the traditional FIRE movement. I actually want to keep working. Like, I don't want to retire early. I want the financially independent part, but I don't want to retire early. I'm just getting started.